You are tuned into Box Story. My name is Rakeem. Today we have a very special guest of us. She is the current reigning and defending WBC World Minimum Weight Champion. That's the 105-pound division. She's undefeated, fighting out of Augsburg, Germany, Seniesa Rupprecht. Tina, introduce yourself if I haven't done so already.
Yeah, hi Rek. Thank you for this interview. I'm looking forward to it. Nice to meet you here.
Nice to meet you as well. I've heard quite a bit about you. You seem to be a bit of a star in Germany. And you've got a world title defense coming up. Your third world title defense for your WBC title. You'll be fighting Katia Gutierrez, fighting out of Mexico. Please tell us a bit of information about that.
Yeah, the fight against Gutierrez was planned in May, but now we have to move it to July because of the coronavirus, and it's mandatory from WBC. And yeah, but I'm looking forward to that fight. I wanted to fight her for a long time, and now it's possible. So I hope it will take place then in July for sure.
Okay, so because on BoxRec it currently says it's the 15th of June, but you're saying the 15th of May, apologies. It's actually going to be 2
Yeah,
months.
that's wrong. Yeah.
Okay, so you've got more time to prepare. I saw this morning. Yeah. This morning you went to the cryo boost, so you're keeping yourself rejuvenated, you're keeping yourself fresh.
Yeah, right. I'm doing this twice a week, and it's very great for recovery and very cold as well, minus 110 degrees. So yeah, but it's great for my body, for my muscles, and I enjoy.
It keeps you fresh, it keeps you ticking over. Because of course, since your last fight, it's been a year and a half since your last fight. Now, of course, due to the pandemic and due to the world pretty much shutting down, a lot of boxers' careers have been put on ice. How do you feel, or how's the camp been this time round, getting ready for the fight where you've had a year and a half out?
Yeah, it has been quite a long time, and I really miss the feeling to step back into the ring. And it was just because of the virus we were not able to do an event. And but I always have been to training. I never stopped training. Yeah, and so I am fit. I will prepare now, especially more for this fight. About 2 months, 10 weeks, hard training, and yeah, I'm motivated. And sometimes it's hard to keep the motivation, especially after the fight against Yokasta was cancelled. But yeah, now I will be back, and I think there will not be so much influence of this long pause, because I can, when I'm back in the ring, then I'm back, and I will be there 100%.
Good to hear. Well, it's good on two parts that it seems the world is starting to open up again. It's good to hear that you've still been keeping training, still been keeping active, still been motivated, and been up for the job. One thing I noticed, well, the fight dates changed from May to July, but I noticed that it was also going to be for the vacant IBO title. Will the vacant IBO title still be on the line come July?
Yes, it will be, definitely. We will fight, I will defend WBC, and we will fight for the IBO as well.
I like the sound of that, because bringing as many belts together as possible, I think that's the best way forward. And from looking at your profile, you seem to treat your belts like your babies. You tuck them into bed, you put them in the car seat, you give them a shower, you feed them. You really
Yeah, right. I was doing that while Corona, so I had a lot of time, and then I thought, what can I do? So I love my belts. I think every boxer loves his belts, so I treat them like my babies, right? Until I will have a real baby, they are my babies, and they need to be treated well.
So when it comes to July, you could be having another baby, you could say, in that IBO title could be joining your current belts. I think it's a good motive for fighters to be collecting belts in the division, especially your decision at this point of time, because there's some interesting fights that can be made out there. If you're looking to unify the 105-pound division, you've got, of course, Yoko Stelvell, who you've previously defeated. You've got Etsuko Tada fighting out of Japan, and a very notable name in Seniesa Estrada, who's actually mentioned she'd be interested in unifying the 105-pound division. Is that something that you'd be interested in down the line?
Yeah, definitely. My goal has always been to unify the titles, and now the IBO is one step in that direction. And yeah, I also want to fight the best in the world, and Seniesa Estrada as well as Etsuko Tada, they are all great boxers, and I love to fight them. I love to unify the title, and I think in boxing generally, now it's more focus on unifying the titles. Also in women boxing, it's coming more and more, and I think that's great. This should be pushed, and I'm absolutely for that.
So of course, Seniesa Estrada is the golden girl of Golden Boy. She had a very standout performance last month against Annabelle Ortiz. A lot of attention, a lot of speculation around her right about now. She's been doing amazing. What message would you like to put out to Seniesa Estrada about a bout down the line?
Yeah, for sure. If we come together, so I say, why not? Of course, first I have to do the mandatory against Katia Gutierrez, but after that, why not? We can see what's gonna happen. I'm definitely interested in holding the WBA as well.
Same way, I think she'll be very happy in holding the WBC. So, that could be a very interesting fight down the line. You're both undefeated, both rising prospects. From your both native countries, you're both seen as a big deal. Pound for pound in Germany, for the females, you're ranked #1. I think pound for pound in the females, she's ranked near or at #1. So, yeah, I think it's I think she's ranked in the top 3 actually, come to think of it. But yeah, that'll be a very interesting matchup to go down the line. So,
yeah,
you're fighting out of Augsburg, Germany. Germany is, of course, around Europe. What has it been like for female boxers in Germany over the last few years?
Female boxers, it's very hard in Germany, because in Germany boxing in general is not so famous and popular. The people are not so interested in it, so it's very hard to get media attention, and always have to fight for that outside the ring as well. And yeah, but I hope it's growing a little bit, as it is, for example, in England. It's very great growing, especially women boxing, and I hope that in Germany it will do that as well. And I hope I can be a part of it, so I can show people, hey, we women, we are great boxers, and let's show it.
Because I guess women's boxing is still on the rise, it's still growing. It's done amazing over the last 5 years, but there's still a lot more work to be done. And a fighter like yourself, you're young, you're undefeated, you hold a full world title, you seem to have a lot of good PR around you. That seems like all the tools and all the things that are required to have a superstar and a boxer. But it seems that in the country of Germany at this point of time, boxing hasn't hit the highs that it has in, you could say, United Kingdom, America, even parts of Central and South America. So I think it's just about finding the right person to take you on and say, do you know what, she's got all the qualities, let's push this girl to the next stage.
Yeah, right. Absolutely right. You see, I'm a WBC world champion, but in Germany there's not that much interest for that. What can I do more? Of course, unify the titles. Yeah, but I think I need more internationality. So the media abroad as well, and yeah, that has to be more pushed in Germany, so I get known all over the world.
Yeah, I agree with that, and definitely for sure, because inside Germany, you may have some recognition, but outside of Germany, I still feel the fans need to get to know who you are, get to know your character and personality and what your journey is. Before this interview, I was researching you throughout YouTube, Google, and every article, every interview I found was in German. Now, the majority of the world don't speak German, so we need to hear Tina in English. We need to hear Tina doing interviews for broadcasters around the world just to get your name out there. And I think that would definitely be a good step towards creating exposure, creating interest, and possibly getting some big fights down the line.
Yeah, yeah, I absolutely agree with you. So it's we're doing this right now in English, and so I hope when the pandemic goes down and this year I will do some great fights.
Like I said, I don't question it. Once the world goes back to normal and women's boxing continues to keep on booming, fighters like yourself we put in the main limelight. It also helps. It helps amazingly that you speak English, you speak good English, interviews, coverage. Yeah, I don't see no reason why not you can't be put on that platform. So, of course, in Germany, like you said, there's only so much you can do at this point of time due to the pandemic and due to the nation having their favorite sports, such as in football, soccer. What are your goals in boxing? What are your dreams? What are you looking to achieve and accomplish? Well, you already won a world title, so what more are you looking to achieve and accomplish before you end your career?
Definitely unify the title. I won't be the number one, and I want, furthermore, I want to show people that women boxing is big and that women can box as good as men do. So yeah, I want to show that especially a small woman like me, 1.5 meters, so we have the power. And yeah, my dreams to fight on a big stage and to show that.
So of course, over the last few years, women boxing has had a revolution. There has been some change. There has been a lot more coverage and exposure. What have you noticed has changed over the last 5 years yourself personally within women's boxing that has had an effect on your career?
My personality has always changed through boxing, and I think you learn in time. You learn to handle with media attention, and you learn to work under pressure. And yeah, I think I can handle that very, very good. And there's always a lot of pressure if you have the title, but it doesn't matter to me. When I step into the ring, I think I have the feeling that I'm nobody, I'm the underdog, and I come and get everything I want. Yeah.
And also, would you say in the last couple of years, women's boxing has given you opportunities that you may not have been able to achieve prior to this revolution?
Yeah, well, I have a few sponsors here in Germany through my success in boxing, and I hope this will expand. So at the moment, I also have to work beside boxing, but only once a week. So I think not every woman can only do boxing, and I'm very thankful that I can that it's enough to work once a week, and the rest of the week I can train and focus on my sport. And it was a long way to get there where I am now. It took I'm in professional boxing since 2013 now. At the beginning there was no sponsor, and I have developed in that direction quite a lot.
So it sounds like already you've had quite a bit of a journey from 2013 up until now, reaching the heights of the world title and still looking for that big push, still looking for that big break. Hopefully it comes down the line. 2021, July, you're fighting for the IBO title, defending your mandatory. Where do you see yourself being at the end of 2021, going into 2022? What do you expect or would have hoped would have happened by this point of the year?
Well, I'd love to do at least 2 fights this year. So the one now against Gutierrez, and I definitely want at least one more fight this year, end of the year, maybe November, I don't know. And of course, it would be great for another title, maybe. There is IBF, there is WBA and WBO left, so maybe we can arrange there another unification. Yeah, but I always step by step. I always think about my next fight. I think all boxers go like this, but I definitely want 2 more fights this year. So 2022 can become very big as well.
2022, the year of unification. The year of the unification for the 105.
That would be great. The best against the best.
There's some good names out there. Etsuko Tada, Lucas Delval, Seniesa Estrada, all of them holding pieces of the puzzle. Interesting fights, interesting times. Hopefully that can all get put together.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Well, Tina, thank you for your time. Are there any words you'd like to say or any shout outs you'd like to give before we round this interview up?
Yeah, thank you for your time. And yeah, I hope a lot of people watched and it was very great. Thank you.
I can assure you this, once this interview is released, more people will know you after than they did before. So
yeah, you're absolutely right.
Anyway, Tina, thank you for your time. My name is Rakeem. This is Box Story. We are here with the current WBC minimum weight world champion. That's not interim, that's not the silver, that's not international, the world champion. Thank you for your time, Tina. Until next time, and all the best for July.
Thank you. Bye-bye.